loves, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Day, and if you like these types of videos, go ahead and subscribe and join the lovely family. And for those of you who have been here, thank you guys so much for coming back to see me once again. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to reverse lock thinning. This is something that I have a lot of experience with, just because I feel like certain people's hair is more prone to thinning than others, and I'm one of those people. Like, I have to battle thinning constantly. But before we get into the content, I want to show you guys some of my new fragrances. This video is in collaboration with Dossier. You guys know I love Dossier fragrances, and fall is coming and I have been picking out some fall fragrances. I'm going to show you guys two fragrances that I have. If you are not familiar with Dossier, their packaging looks like this. This gorgeous packaging. I love how sleek every bottle looks because lined up, they're gorgeous. Dossier is a luxury fragrance brand that believes that everybody should be able to afford a quality luxury fragrance without the price of these high-end luxury brands. They have so many fragrances that you can choose from, such an affordable price, and they always have discounts available. So go ahead and check out the description box below. They have so many that are inspired by luxury fragrances. They have the same longevity of the luxury fragrances, and they often smell pretty much similar, but just with a fraction of the price. So I'm really a big fan of that because, as I told you guys before, certain things I'm just not spending a lot of money on, and fragrances is one of them. But I still want to smell nice. Oh, so this is gonna be perfect for fall. This one, Fruity Brown Sugar, as I said before. So this one has notes of raspberry, pear, jasmine, amber, vanilla, and a few more. And it is so pretty. This one is Aquatic Vanilla. This one has notes of vanilla, coconut, rose, musk, sandalwood. So let's see. Aquatic Vanilla is so unique. This one is really pretty. Now this could definitely be an everyday if you wanted it to. This is one of those scents that reminds me of like somebody's go-to signature scent. You know how some people like to switch up their fragrance every single day, and some people have that go-to, like when you smell them, you know that that's it. This is pretty enough to be that, in my opinion. Thank you so much, Dossier, for collaborating with me once again for another video. Check out everything in the description box down below, and let's get into the content. Okay, so let's talk about thinning. Again, this is something that I have had to battle with in both my lock journeys. So in my first lock journey, and it probably could be because of postpartum. I know a lot of you guys message me about postpartum hair loss, how to combat it, things like that. But aside from postpartum hair loss, I have just always had thin spots in my hair. Even before I had locks, I have always had very thin edges. I don't have super full hair, like, if that makes sense. Like, my hair texture is coarse, but it's not full. Like, even you can tell I don't have a whole lot of locks, and it really doesn't take much for me to experience thinning. If I'm keeping my hair in a style too long, or you know, if I'm just not taking care of it, the thinning will come. So how I have been able to combat that and how I reverse thinning once I see it happen, it's just a few steps. So first things first, if I'm gonna style my hair, it's very rare, I never leave a style in overnight. And I know that is like kind of an iffy thing, because a lot of people get their hair done by professionals, and I get it. You don't want to waste your money. Obviously, you're paying a lot of money. You want to be able to keep the style in for a long time, or at least like a couple weeks or so. But again, when you're battling with certain things like thinning, I could never do that. I will style my hair for an event. Obviously, I style my hair myself, but I will style my hair for an event. The same day and the same night I'm taking my hair out. I might wear it overnight one day, but over 24 hours or so, I have to take the style out because it's too much tension for me. That is the same when it comes to protective styling. Braids, I haven't had braids over my locks in almost 2 years at this point. And that's because, again, my hair can't take the weight and the tension. So I just think you have to figure out what works for you. Some people, your hair, it might not be that big of a deal at all. You can leave a style in forever and ever and ever, and your hair is just gonna be just as thick as when you put it in. But for me, my hair is not like that. Like, I can only take so much. I remember when I got feed-in braids, probably a couple years ago, I probably kept those feed-in braids in for 4 days max, and I took them out. And even then, my hair was struggling. So after I take the braids out, I try to do like some type of treatment on my hair, whether that be like a steam, hot oil, something of that nature to just saturate it. And then I don't put a style in for at least a couple weeks. And that's including no ponytails. If I want to style my hair, I might do a loose curl where I'm not pulling on the hair and I'm not retwisting the hair, and I just leave it alone. Sometimes as well, if you are noticing thinning, it is best if you do the like moisturize and cover it up method. Obviously don't cover your hair while it's wet, but what I mean by that is take your hair out to moisturize it, and other than that, wrap your hair up throughout the day if you can. So put on like a silk or satin scarf, cover your hair, you know, bundle it up, and maybe put a hair wrap over top of your hair and just protect it for a while and let it rest. So obviously, I've talked to you guys about this time and time again, but when you are in the house, keep your hair covered. I keep on a bonnet all the time. Honey, my husband, it has got to the point, and some of you guys, you have men that are like this too. If I don't have my bonnet on, my husband's like, where's your bonnet? Also, when you are styling your hair, try to minimize your use of rubber bands. Two-strand twists, I love two-strand twists, but the reasons why I stopped doing it so much is because the rubber bands added thinning to the ends of my hair. And it's just, maybe I have sensitive hair, but I'm making this video for those of you who may also have sensitive hair. Any type of pulling or tension on a certain amount of my locks for a long time is going to cause it to thin out. If I'm starting to see thinning, I obviously stop doing what caused the thinning in the first place. So I may not wear a ponytail or two-strand twist or whatever for several weeks. Keep my hair protected, keep it moisturized, do treatments on my hair, and continue that same routine. And then going forward, I will only do a style when it is absolutely necessary. And I've been trying to learn that a lot now. It's harder to do when your hair gets longer because you're starting to feel yourself like, my hair is long, I can try all these different styles, this and this. I try to tell people who are new on their lock journey, because the one thing I hear is, oh my gosh, I can't wait till my hair is long. I can start to put it in a bun, I can start to put it in a ponytail. Don't go down that road because you really do not want to cause damage. It's not worth it. So try to do styles like, honestly, I wouldn't consider what I have in right now a style, but at least it looks like I put a little bit of effort in, and all I did was took maybe like 10 pipe cleaner curls and wrapped them around all throughout my hair very loosely and just pull them out. So that way, at least my hair has a little bit of body and I don't feel so, you know, blah. And I'm not tempted to put my hair in a bun or a ponytail the next day. You know what I mean? So those are my tips. Obviously, in addition to that, Jamaican black castor oil for the edges. Definitely. There are lots of things that you can use for your edges. There are a lot of different oils and things. But I think that Jamaican black castor oil, in my opinion, is the safest and the most effective. And I say the safest because some of these oils with chemicals in them are so strong that they like eventually break off your hair, which is kind of sad. But Jamaican black castor oil, it doesn't work super fast, but it is effective like long term. Like you're not going to see the results over a couple weeks, but over a couple months of consistent use and massaging and, you know, things like that, you will see some growth. If you have any tips, drop them down below. But those are the tips that help me, and again, it's something that I'm constantly battling and constantly trying to overcome at every new stage in my journey. Let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you and your support, and I will see you all in my next video.